What is going on, everybody? As you can hear my daughter in the background going, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. We're live. Welcome to Kicking It Onside, or as Urban Myers likes to call it, the reach around. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to talk about that and a couple of other things as well. We're going to talk just two big players that got released, or well, one got released and one got traded. We'll talk about that and the impact that it may have, and me trying to convince Bobbitt that the one move isn't as big of a move as you think it is. Um, because he's dead sold. He's dead sold. They're going to the Super Bowl. They're not.
Oh,
Um,
sure.
we'll also talk about the Urban Meyer situation, and whether or not Anna Jay was twerking on Urban Meyer's nuts. Um, we'll also talk about last week's games, and we'll talk about the upcoming week. So, with that said, we're going to start off with the two big news stories of today. Trek or Bobbit, are you unmuted because I'm starting with you? All right.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All
I'm here.
right. So also don't forget we will do the college corner. Couple of games that we need to talk about, and we'll talk about that. I indubitably give up on fucking Wisconsin. I said they were going to be 6-6. They may not even fucking win another game. They might win one more game and that's it. They might lose to fucking Rutgers and Maryland. That's how bad Wisconsin is. They have no fucking offense.
Oh my God.
So that being said, let's get into the news. So two players, one who was a upper player of the year in Jalen Smith, linebacker from the Dallas Cowboys, and Stephon Gilmore, who was defensive player of the year one year in 2019. Both of them. Well, Jalen Smith got released, but I want to talk about Stephon Gilmore because, and this affects Bobbitt. They gave up a 6th-round pick, Stephon Gilmore. Who here thinks the Panthers got a deal in that? They're going to make out of that deal?
Don't sound like they will.
Do you think they're going to make out in that deal, Bobbitt?
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say.
What do you mean it's hard to say?
Well, I mean, yeah, it feels a need, but
No, it
I don't know
don't.
how good he's going
How
to
did,
be
okay,
considering.
Bobbitt, how does it fill a need when they filled said need last week with the trade? What need does it fill? I'm asking. Cameron Irving being hurt has nothing to do with Stephon Gilmore, right?
Well, with Horn being out for God knows
They
how long.
filled that need last week when they traded for C.J. Henderson. Yes, they filled that need.
I know,
They didn't need Stephon Gilmore. It's just to bolster up the secondary. The secondary
which is
isn't
needed.
the secondary isn't an issue. I think they have one of the better secondaries in the NFL, even without J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn's a rookie. He's an unknown, right?
Right. And yeah.
Okay. So where's the need to pick? If anything, they should have gone after Jalen Smith, and they
Well,
didn't.
see, that's what I thought they was going to do, but I don't know. I can't. I hope somebody in Carolina knows what they're doing with this.
Well, I mean, it's not okay. Look, it's a renters. They're renting the guy. I don't know if they're gonna sign this guy long term. I mean, he's 31 years old. He tore his quad. He's not going to be ready until week 6. So essentially, you're still not filling you filled a need, but you really didn't fill a need. Think about what I'm saying here.
Basically.
You're going to be waiting a couple more weeks before you fill said need. Well, they filled said need the week before with C.J. Henderson. They didn't need him.
And I completely forgot about us getting Henderson, honestly.
Well,
So you're saying the Panthers is already they're already good to go without the
I
need to pick up.
I don't know. I mean, yes, they got their ass handed to them by Dallas this last week, but that's just how good Dallas's offense is.
Yeah, Dallas is playing some good football.
Not only that, but penalties also killed Carolina
Oh,
too.
here we come with the excuses.
Hey, I got
It's
the
not
same
no, it's
excuse for
no,
my
no,
team.
It's
it's not
fine.
an
It's
excuse.
fine. It's Bob, but I'm giving you shit. So I'm
Oh,
not saying Stephon Gilmore isn't a good pickup. I just don't see where it pays off for Carolina, who really didn't need it. It bolsters more than it actually fills a need. It's not going to make them any better. They just might have a better secondary. But then secondaries aren't really the issue in the NFL anymore. I mean, we can sit here and I could talk about Kevin King. I'm going to tell you right now, fucking Jair Alexander, and I tweeted this out, and it was true. And it's exactly why I tweeted out what I tweeted out. Jair Alexander got burnt for a touchdown on the first drive of the game against Pittsburgh. He's hurt. He hurt his AC joint. He's out for a few weeks. Okay? But if Kevin King would have gotten beaten, this is how fucking stupid Packer fans are that aren't fucking knowledgeable about anything. They think that Green Bay should go out and get every fucking free agent there is because, God forbid, we don't get Aaron Rodgers the fucking weapons that he needs. I don't know what the fuck people are talking about. I think he had sufficient enough weapons. He had the best offense in the fucking league last year. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're
Yeah.
talking about. They need defense. Okay? Right now, Green Bay and the other guy, Jalen Smith, has been released by Dallas, who is a Pro Bowl linebacker. Is exactly what Green Bay needs, running sideline to sideline. Good luck running against Green Bay. They're working, and I thinking that there is a deal done. They just can't announce it until tomorrow. Packers may have signed Jalen Smith. It's a bigger need for Green Bay than getting a fucking another cornerback because I think Kevin King will be fine. You want to know how to, and I think I talked about this last week with the Kevin King issue. Kevin King needs help over top. What I'm talking about is safety help. If he's getting burnt all the time, you bracket his coverage with safety so that way he doesn't get beat. And if he does, somebody's there to pick up his the coverage. It's a team sport. This isn't like fucking WWE, AEW, or fucking wrestling on a fucking mat, folk style wrestling, where it's an individual fucking sport and you rely on your own abilities. In football, you rely on your teammates to help you. People need to shut the fuck up and learn how to scheme. Well, not I'm I'm not talking about the coaches. They need to fix the issue, and that is how to fix it. But will they fix it? I don't know. I don't know. That being said, the Packers actually did go and pick up a player off of the Jets practice squad, Rasul Douglas. And just because he came from the Jets doesn't mean that the Packers don't think he's a good player. Just because he was on their practice squad. I don't know what the Jets are doing in fucking New York. I mean, they did win this past week, but look who they fucking beat.
yeah, exactly.
So the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while. No team in the NFL is going to go on 0-16 unless you're the fucking Lions. Think about that for a
Oh,
minute. Um, okay. Um,
Who is this guy?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He's a clown. Kim Jong Un sucked my dick while I fucked him. I fucking
Thanks for
love
the
you
view.
people. You people are the most beautiful people in the world. You fucking clown. So that being said, that's how you fix the issue in Green Bay. You give him help over time. You bracket him. You have two really good safeties. There's that. The other thing I want to talk about is Urban Meyer. And I might put out a video tomorrow, letting everybody know if Jalen Smith was signed by Green Bay. I should start doing that kind of thing. I
Okay.
just don't have time all the time with how they're working,
That's not a bad idea.
well, I don't want to take a lot of computer time from Heather because she is now
Oh yeah,
self-employed
for
and
sure.
doing her thing, and I don't want to take her time that she could get some work done.
Right.
Can you open a window? I am fucking sweating. It is hot in
Oh, I thought
here,
you were gonna
but it's not.
say. I thought you were gonna say that you farted. And you need to open a window.
No. I am in a lot of pain right now too. My fucking neck is all fucked up, so I'm just like trying to fight the pain
Ooh,
and shit. But that being said, moving on to Urban Meyer. Now, who has seen the video?
I did
I
not see the
have.
video.
I've seen it.
Well, I mean, everybody's seen it. So, if you have seen it, give me your thoughts. Now, keep in mind, he's a head coach at the NFL. The backstory is he sent his team on the plane. He sent his family on the plane. He stayed behind.
Hmm.
You're getting it in. So I tell me
I
what
Was this on
tell
YouTube?
me. I'll tell you my thoughts. I'm gonna let
I
everybody else
was
get.
uncomfortable
Hold on, Bobby.
with
Hold
what I
on. Hold
seen.
on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna let everybody get their thoughts in. I'll put my thoughts in, but I want to get what everybody else thinks. Go ahead, Bobby. What are you gonna say?
After watching both of the videos, I he should be fired. Like that was uncomfortable to watch, considering that the dude's married and all that. That's disgusting.
Okay. That's all you're gonna say about it.
And honestly, I would have done the same thing.
So wait, you just
So okay, you're
have to
okay
break
if
everything.
you do it. It's okay if you do it, but it's not okay if Urban Meyer does it.
Yeah.
I see how that rolls. Rayshawn, go ahead.
I did not see the video. I was just about to ask if they're on YouTube or something.
It's on Twitter.
Oh,
Just look
Twitter.
up Urban Meyer and it'll show you. So essentially, he's in a bar. It looks like a nightclub, and he's sitting in a chair or bar. He's sitting in a chair in a bar, and
Yeah.
yeah, I meant at the bar. He's sitting at a bar stool, a bar
Well,
chair, and I ain't gonna say that this girl was maybe 24, 25. She's in her early to mid 20s, okay? And she was
hmm
twerking on him. And Urban Meyer was sitting like this so that his dick wasn't rubbing on her pooper.
hmm
So I don't know if he was uncomfortable with the situation, but he wasn't shooing her away. So I don't know. Oh no.
That was weird.
Yeah,
Right.
Twitter or Discord just decided to. Where is. There we go. We're back. I'm sorry, guys. That was weird. I didn't even touch anything. I don't know what happened. I'm back. We're back. We're back. We're back. I apologize for that. Breathe, everybody. It's okay. It scared the shit out of me for a second.
Yeah.
It's much like Wendy choked on a grape yesterday, and I had to give her, not mouth to mouth, but I had to give her the Heimlich maneuver. I had to smack the shit out of her, and she spit it out. And she did it twice. So you can imagine my dismay sitting there watching my kid choke. Um,
I think that was Tony Khan shutting you down.
Tony Khan can eat a dick. Mhm. Um, so that's the gist of it. The context in which the video was put out is essentially a girl was twerking on Urban Meyer's shriveled up balls, and it wasn't
Mm-hmm.
his wife.
Mm.
So what you if you seen it yet? Have you watched it or you just don't care? What are your thoughts?
I mean, you're a married dude at the end of the day, so I don't think that should have had went down.
Okay.
Termination? Yeah, there should be termination because I feel like he disrespected not only himself and his family, but you disrespected your organization that
But
you
did
work
he
for.
disrespect his organization?
I don't know. That's
I'm asking the question. I'm just asking. I'm not disagreeing with anything. I'm just asking the question. Did he really disrespect the organization?
I don't know. I feel like if you when you in a public eye, you have an image that you have to maintain.
You know how I feel about he's a grown ass man, he can make his own decisions.
Yeah.
I take that you're in the public's eye. That don't matter to me. To me personally, he's a head coach. Now, if he was a fucking marriage counselor, then I'd have a big time issue with it. The marriage counselor is out carousing.
Mhm.
He's married. He's the one that's supposed to fix marriages. He's a head coach. I'm sick and tired. This is what I don't like the idea. Oh, we're gonna do this with the. I just don't with the whole public eye thing. I don't like that. Go ahead, Heather. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. These are grown ass men too. They're adults. They know the difference between right and wrong. A little 8-year-old kid who's a puke doesn't know the difference between right and wrong. You see what I'm saying? It shouldn't matter in my eyes. It shouldn't matter what he did. Now, that being said, if it starts causing a distraction for the team, then I completely understand. Well, I didn't know you were done because I don't think anybody can hear you sitting over there. No, I'm sorry. So Heather essentially was saying what I was saying. Except she disagrees that I think that it shouldn't be an issue. Now he apologized. He's still employed. But I just want to know one thing. Was that Anna Jay that he was twerking on?
Mm.
It could have been.
We need to investigate. I'm just kidding. So, that being said, and if everybody doesn't get that reference, The Jaguars are owned by the Cons. The Cons own AEW. I was just being a fucking smartass. Deal with
Right.
it. So there's that. I mean, I personally, is it a good thing? Nobody should ever do it. It was a shitty thing for him to do. And I completely understand that. And I need to turn on my camera because it is not on. There we go. No, that's not. Please stop acting like a 5-year-old. Shut the fuck up. All right. Wasn't hard. What? Anyway, all right. So moving on. I don't think the issue's been addressed. I don't think he should be fired. But if it becomes a distraction and continues, then I can understand a actual. I fucking hate Urban Meyer. I've already fucking stated that I don't fucking like the guy. I think he was a piece of shit even before he even got this job. I said it a long fucking time ago. He's a shady piece of shit, and he just proved it. I would never have hired the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Personally. I don't know what the fuck they see in this guy. He thinks he's at a college recruiting kids. That's not what he's there for. He's there to win world championships now. It isn't
Right.
about fucking developing young men. This is the real fucking deal here.
He's developing young women, looks like.
He's teaching her how to twerk. So that being said, moving on to the next thing, we'll get into the games. I have to go change my fucking shirt. I will be back. Go ahead and take over and talk about the games.
All right. We're going to jump into week 4 games here. Starting with, of course, as we've been talking about it, Jaguars at the Bengals. Now,
wow. What a segue, right?
Urban Meyer is there to try and get this team to a world championship. However, they need to win to be able to even get into the playoffs to get to that world championship. And they are not doing very good in that column of doing good at all.
Right.
Oh, good Lord. I mean, your team gets beat by the Bengals.
I mean, the Bengals are an excellent team. Better than the Ravens. Hands down. Okay, now.
That look.
I can't even say that with a straight face.
Did you feel the dagger go chunk right to your shoulder there?
I couldn't even say that with a straight face.
I was going to say, you better be joking. JP's back.
You got the Vulcan death there.
Look, Jacksonville at the Bengals. It started out good for Jacksonville. They're up 14-0.
Mm.
And in fact, I think they went up 21-0. I think they did. And then the Bengals just woke up. The Bengals are the better team. They're not better than the Ravens. I don't think they're that much better than the Jaguars, to be honest with you. I think they're okay. They're going to give Green Bay a problem. But their defense has to be able to stop Aaron Rodgers. And right now, Aaron Rodgers is playing like he did last year. But we'll get into that. The Jaguars didn't play bad until the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter happened, and they were down. They started out really good. They were leading 14-0 at halftime. They were doing well. So, I mean, that's all I'll say about that. Did you watch the game, Bobbit?
No, I.
Hey, Bobbit, don't meh.
Yeah.
Who
You
will
have.
watch that game
I
though?
mean, you're on a show that talks football. You have to watch it, even if you don't like the two teams. Stomach looks like an offensive lineman. It's just like, you're
You should try out for the Packers.
no, trust me. Did you watch a game, Rayshawn?
I watched the what was it, Raiders game?
Okay, we'll get to that game.
Okay.
Um,
I didn't watch Cincinnati and
so
Jackson.
the Titans played the Jets. The Jets finally win a game. I think it's sunshine. Like I said, the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while, and it
Mm-hmm.
did. I think the Titans went away. The Jets have a pretty good defense, so they took one thing away from the Titans and forced the Titans to beat them with another. And they didn't have AJ Brown or Julio Jones in this game on offense, so it's easy. Take away one thing, and they ain't got nothing for anything else. That's my observation. And then there's the next game. Did any of you catch that game at all? The Titans at the Jets, or
No, I was only
I didn't.
able on my thing. I'm only able to catch the Raiders game with the Chargers, Tampa Bay, and Patriots.
okay?
Um,
You can watch highlights like on ESPN and shit, and you can.
I
Go
that game wasn't even offered over here.
You don't have to
with
watch the
Tampa
whole
Bay,
game. You don't have
I
to watch,
saw.
guys. You don't have to watch the whole game. That's all I'm saying.
Uh,
You can catch highlights, and then you can make observations from there. Because the announcers will tell you things, and then they'll show you like what happened during a key moment in the game, and then you can draw your own conclusions from it. And I'm sure YouTube has some things too.
I watched the highlights for the Eagles game, Eagles and KC.
Well, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. The next game is the Lions at the Bears.
Oh, good lord!
That's another piece of news that I forgot. From here on out, the Bears are starting Justin Fields for the rest of the year, for the foreseeable future. Do you think that's a mistake or a good idea?
I think it's a
um,
mistake.
I agree with Bob. I don't think it's
I
a
don't
big
know
mistake, but it's gonna hinder him. I think
if it would help them. If it helped them, you never know. It's still early in the year, the season. It
Mhm.
might help them. You never know.
I don't think it's going to help. I he is not going to win. He's not getting the Bears to the playoffs. He's not. He has a better chance of getting to the playoffs than the Lions do because, well, I mean, everybody has a better chance of getting to the playoffs than the Lions fucking do. But everybody seems to think he's the second coming of Jesus Christ. People, they played the
I won't say
fucking
all that.
Lions. They played the Lions. They played
Yeah,
the
that's not saying nothing.
Lions.
Yeah.
Put that in context. And I'll say it one more time. They played the Lions. Don't read too much into it because who do they play next week?
Playing the Lions is like having a bye week.
Right now it is.
The Lions play the Vikings next week.
They're playing the Raiders,
Oh, you talking about the
Ooh.
Okay.
the Bears. Another team that I think is everybody thinks that they're I call them the San Diego Padres of football, and that's Miami Dolphins. Everybody thinks the Miami Dolphins are this great fucking football team. Motherfuckers just lost to the Colts.
Someone really think the Dolphins is a good team?
There are people out there that think they're better than the Bills.
Oh, come on.
I'm hearing you. I'm with you.
Drugs are a wonderful thing.
The Bills is probably the best New York sports team right now.
Yes,
And
you're correct.
then the Rangers probably.
Correct. So yeah, the next game, the Browns at the Vikings. I mean, we're talking about the Vikings here. They had 14-7, I think was the final score. 22-7 or something. I can't remember. Something like that. It's a low scoring game. Washington football team at the Falcons. Atlanta just doing its thing. Atlanta doing its thing.
I'm surprised they was able to like score that much against Washington.
Well, Washington. I'm going to put it to you like Washington wasn't very good to start off last year, and then they really came on at the end of the year, which is why they got to where they did. They can't do that every year, but they have a young defense, a good young defense. So we'll see. The Texans at the Bills. Everybody talking that the Bills are the best team in football. I'm going to say you're wrong. They're the best team in New York, but we have to look at who they played. They played the Texans and they played Washington. No.
Not Dolphins.
Yeah, the Dolphins. Yeah, the Bills are good. I think they're the best team in the AFC. But they lost to the Steelers at the beginning of the year, and I watched the Steelers play the Packers this past weekend, and they didn't. They're terrible. Offensively, they have nothing. Green Bay doesn't even have a really good defense, and Green Bay, literally kind of shut them down. That says a lot to me right there. The Saints lose to the Giants.
I don't understand that.
What did I say? I think the Saints are overrated. When they beat Green Bay, it was an anomaly. Am I saying Green Bay's the best team in the NFL? No, but they're better than what they played on that game on week 1. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because the last 3 weeks, Green Bay has looked exactly the way that they did last year. Maybe even a little bit better. The Chiefs at the Eagles. Rayshawn, you said you caught bits and pieces of this.
The highlights.
Takeaways.
I'm gonna say the Eagles play. Listen, I'm not upset. I knew that Kansas City was gonna defeat the Eagles. Let's just throw that out there. Fuck the Eagles. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that they played well. They held themselves together against KC. KC was very aggressive, and honestly, the Eagles matched that to a certain point.
What was the final score?
The final score was 42-30.
That's 12 points.
Yeah, but they also had got 3 touchdowns taken away from them by penalties, and that was that's what's going on with the Eagles. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
that's mistakes will kill. Mistakes will kill.
right. I
Got it.
think I know two of the three touchdowns. One of them was Zach Ertz. The other one was Devontae Smith.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna say that they had a decent game. Jalen Hurts need to get rid of the ball, and that's that. If you want to play a running game, hand it over to Sanders. He want to do everything.
Hmm.
I have to understand, like, if your guys is in coverage or whatever the case may be, they busy, then you could run the ball. But as far as you just once the snap and your mindset is only running the ball yourself, I don't agree with that.
Okay. I'm not disagreeing with you. I didn't. I seen bits and pieces of the game. I can only tell you that defensively is where the work needs to be done with Philadelphia.